All right, all right, all right. Everybody, welcome back to the Quiet Drive. Sorry about the earlier podcast. Shout out to my strong peoples in the chat room, Vonda Harris, the lead host of Ladies Night, that will be premiering on the new Ebony Star Network later on tonight. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties I had to straighten out, so we got the stream working. As you can see, the graphics are animating in the background now. Shout out to my lovely co-host Dame Frankie, who will not be with us tonight. Frankie is very tired. She's a hard-working lady in real life. She's not derelict like some sissy bims we know. So the Dame will ride with the Black Knight next weekend, and we will continue on our endeavors as we promote Black love, positive relations between Black men and Black women, and the E Nation. Shout out to the E Nation, peace, power, and unity. So the Black Knight will ride alone tonight, but that is okay because I am donned in the ebony armor that is imbued with love from the mother of all civilization. So I shall be all right tonight. So, topics for tonight on the Quiet Drive. A small price to pay for a beautiful life. We will get into that. We will also be talking about rare dads. These kinds of fathers aren't a dime a dozen. They are very rare, and you will see what I'm talking about once I get into that topic. And the last topic for tonight is what you won't do. The rest of that is somebody else will. All right. So, give me 1 second to get started on the first topic. Let me check to see if my okay. Okay, for all E Nation members, the link is in Discord and the door is open. Okay. All right, let's get started. A small price to pay for a beautiful life. Now, what am I talking when I say that? What am I talking about? What I'm talking about is pregnancy and dealing with pregnancy with the woman that you love. A lot of times, us men, we don't have much patience. Okay. Especially when it comes down to our woman's needs. We don't have much patience. We don't tend to think about the things that they are going through and what ails them or what makes them feel either sad or poor at the moment. We just don't care. When you compound that with her going through a pregnancy, we can be outright cold-hearted. Okay, and it's not right. Okay. So, what I want to talk about is this. When a woman is bearing a child, this is a beautiful act within itself. She is preparing to bring life into this world. Your child. So for this, you should be overjoyed. You should be ecstatic. Okay? So you want a healthy, bouncing baby boy or a healthy, bouncy baby girl, then you should aid in that by treating the mother well, making sure the mother has what she needs, making sure the mother is in a good state of mind. You see, because all of this affects your baby. I've been schooled by my sisters and some of the ladies in the nation. They often talk about how these different moods affect the baby. So if you want a healthy pregnancy, you want a healthy baby, then it is vital that you have a healthy treatment of the baby's mother. And a lot of us don't do that. A lot of us tend to not care about what the mother's going through. We're saying, oh, what the hell, she's pregnant. She'll deal with that. I don't have anything to do with that. That's a woman's thing. Well, okay, well, yes and no. It is a woman thing as far as being pregnant, okay? But you do have something to do with that. You see, as a father, you don't start being a father once the baby comes out of the womb. You start being a father once the woman gets pregnant. That's when fatherhood begins. See, some of you think fatherhood begins once the woman gives birth. No, it begins as soon as the woman is pregnant. Once you find out that she is pregnant, you are now a father. Okay, so you need to get on your fatherly duties like right then and right then there on the spot. Okay, so how do you do that? What do you do? Well, you start treating the mother in a way that you want the child to receive. You start teaching your child from Jump Street by the way you treat the mother. You treat the mother well. You talk to the mother a certain way. You see, when she's in a good state of mind, and she's accepting the things that you're telling her, and she's accepting the positive treatment and the loving treatment that you're giving her, all of this is translating to the baby. See, you don't wait till the baby comes out the womb to start being a father. You start immediately. You start talking to your child through the mother. You start caring for your child through the mother. You care for the mother, you care for the child. You talk to the mother, you talk to the child. So when your woman is in a state of pregnancy, she goes through so many mood swings, so many different changes. Now, I'm talking from a man perspective. I would have loved to have my co-host Dame up here tonight to give the woman's perspective, but it's just me tonight, so I'll do my best. And I won't try to overstep any boundaries and go somewhere where I'm not supposed to be. But from what I've been told, from what I've studied, women go through a lot of mood swings. They go through a lot of changes. They go through a lot of different types of emotions. When they're going through this, it's important for you as a father and as a husband, or as her man, to be there and help her through these things. You know, care for her, help her be calm through these things. Remember, how she's being treated will affect the baby. If you care about the baby, then you care about the mother. This isn't rocket science. It's a very simple thing here. There's really nothing to figure out. Now, I understand this may be complicated for some of you guys running around here hating women and saying all kinds of ungodly things about women. It may be complicated for you. But for men who are proud of being fathers, who are proud of being husbands, who are proud of being good men to their women, this isn't complicated at all. This is normal. This is a normal understanding. Very simplistic to us, but pretty much Chinese arithmetic to you guys who hate women. I'm sure some of you are listening now and you're saying Max is crazy. He's lost his mind. He's pandering for pussy. He's a super simp. He's dumb. He's stupid. All kinds of disparaging things. That's fine. That's fine. You can have all of them. Do your worst. It doesn't stop the message that I'm trying to get out. And those who need to hear it will hear it, regardless of what you say. All right? So, it's very important that you tend to your woman's needs when she's pregnant, even more so than normal, because she's not going to be her normal self. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It won't. Sometimes she's going to put you through hell. Okay? I mean, sometimes she's going to run you through hell, and when you get to the end, she'll be there waiting for you to run you right back through it. Hell, sometimes it may even get to the point where you might not want to come out of hell for a while. You might want to stay down there for a minute or two, just to duck her. But this is the price you pay for a beautiful life. And that beautiful life is the child that's developing inside of her body, that child that's sharing her life force, that child that's going to carry on your bloodline and your legacy, that child that looks like you, whether it be a daughter that comes out with beautiful brown eyes, looks like her mother, or a strong, strapping young boy who comes out and looks like you. And when you get that feeling of when your child is born, and you get that overwhelming feeling of joy and love, right? Because now, especially if you have a son, now you have someone to carry on your legacy, your name. Remember, when you get that feeling of overwhelming joy, that woman who once drove you crazy because she was going through it to bring you that bundle of joy, you make sure you reach over and you give her a hug and you give her a kiss and you say thank you. And then you tell her that you love her even more. Understand that she puts her life at risk. She's at the threshold of life and death when she brings another life into this world. Understand, bringing a life into this world is no mean feat. This is a big deal. Now, I know some of you cats don't care anything about that because you don't have any respect. You have the mind of a rat. And you have no respect for women, and you hate women, and you've lost your way, and you don't care about yourself, and you seem to think that the world is shaped the way you want it. When that's not reality. See, it's not reality to go into another man's domain and think that you are going to pillage, plunder, and pilfer his valuables and his possessions. And also confiscate or commandeer his women. No, he'll fight you to the death over that. Now I understand you guys don't understand what I'm saying because you don't care. But it's not an easy thing to bring a child into this world. You see, the woman is the gateway between the spiritual world and the natural world. So when she's allowing a spirit to pass from the natural world from the spirit world into the natural world, she's at the threshold of life and death. Her life can be taken in an instant. Bringing another life force into this world, right, is an overwhelming, powerful thing. Sure, we take it for granted because we aren't the ones giving birth. So we can't really understand it. We don't know what it's like to have a life grow inside of us. It missed me with that ridiculous story about a woman comes from a man's rib. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Hopefully many of you don't believe that because that's definitely not true. Anyway, so when you have to deal with the different mood swings, when you have to deal with the different sets of emotions that she fire off at you in rapid fire. 1 minute she's sure, 1 minute she's unsure, 1 minute she wants this, the next minute she wants that. Honey, this. No, honey, leave me alone. Honey, come here. No, leave me alone. Come here, leave me alone. You're going back and forth, back and forth. You're up and down, back and forth. It can be nerve-wracking. But you take the good with the bad. It's all again. It's a small price to pay for a beautiful life that's being brought into this world. Now, I understand many of you don't have any compassion for other people. Many of you have lost your humanity. I've heard some of you around here speak on some of these panels, and you sound like monsters. And you have absolutely no issues with that. You're okay with sounding like a person that's lost his soul. And I get that. But to us who are still human, who still have compassion, who still can feel, who still regard the life of other people, we can understand and appreciate a beautiful life coming into this world, a brand new life. And when you hold your son or your daughter for the first time and you're overwhelmed with that feeling of love, remember the price that you paid. And then if you remember the price you paid at that particular point in time, then it wasn't too high of a price. Especially when you look into the beautiful eyes of your little baby girl, or looking into the eyes of the face of your handsome young son, strapping lad. And then when you look at the woman who put her life on the line to bring them here, then it's not a heavy price to pay. Now, I know this makes a lot of you sick and you don't care. It's all right. You see, what you don't understand is the most powerful force on this earth is love. It's not hatred. This is why when you hate a lot, you often end up on the losing end. See, love is for winners, hate is for losers. It's really that simple. It's nothing complicated to talk about. There's no real $25 words to throw in there. There's no fanciful rhetoric. It's very simplistic. Hate is for losers. Love is for winners. We love our women as men. We love our children as fathers. Now, as far as love for other grown men, I don't have any of that. The Black Knight doesn't love another grown man. My love is reserved for the women in my life and the children, as it should be. See, as a grown man, I give another grown man my respect, not my love. And I have friends, my dudes. I don't love them, but I respect them. They respect me. I care about what happens to them now. Don't get me wrong. If they get into a thing, I will ride with them and we will handle business. But that has nothing to do with love. See, men have no business loving each other. Now, I know I'm going to get some pushback on that. Max, what the fuck are you talking about? I love my daddy. I love my brother. Blah, 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 blah. It's going to be hell, right? Well, if you loved all of those men, you may want to check your sexuality. That's all I can tell you. Again, as a man, your love is reserved for The women. Love is for women, not for men. Love is for women and children, not for grown men. I know some of you are going to tell me, man, fuck that, man. I love my homies. I love my niggas. I love. All right, well, again, you might want to check your sexuality if that's how you walk around here thinking. Well, let's get back to what I was saying about paying this small price for a beautiful life. Now, what is the price? Are we clear on what the price is? Well, the price is dealing with the emotional roller coaster of your pregnant wife or your pregnant lady, wherever she may be to you, whether she may be a girlfriend, if you want to call her a lady friend, your baby mama, I don't care, whatever. But dealing with the emotional roller coaster that she will be on when she's going through this pregnancy. Okay? Pregnancy is a two-way street, gentlemen. Now, I know some of you sit up here and say, well, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, yes, you do. You see, you got her pregnant, so you have everything to do with it. Yeah, you do. Like I said before, fatherhood starts when the woman is pregnant. As soon as the woman is pregnant, fatherhood starts. It doesn't start after the baby comes out. It starts as soon as that woman come home and tell you she's pregnant. That's when you start being the father. That's where you start getting into father mode, treating your woman with extra love and care. Treating her like she's a delicate flower. Because she is. She's carrying child. She's with child. And that's kind of a big deal, fellas. Again, I'm probably going to get some of you wacky monsters who've abandoned their humanity and going to say some wild and willy and absolutely absurd thing like, I don't give a damn about her being pregnant. It's black female fuckery even when she's pregnant. Black female fuckery don't take a day off. Wow, yeah, right, yeah. See? Last I checked, humans don't mate with monsters. That's probably why many of you guys don't have a woman. You complain about women because you've lost your soul. You've lost your humanity. You have no compassion. You see, you have no regard for life anymore. You are desensitized to the pain and suffering of human beings. You walk around here and you think life is one giant algorithm. You think everything is numbers. You think everything is analytical. There's a human element in life that can't be ignored, even though many of you try to ignore it. You try to get rid of it. You always say, hey, don't put your emotions into it. Listen, I choose to live in a world with emotions. I need emotions. I need to know what the hell is going on. The moods that the people are in. I like that. That makes me understand that I live around human beings. Human beings have emotions. Robots don't have emotions. A can of soda doesn't have emotions. Well, if you shake it up, somebody might. All right, well, forget about that. Anyway, a broom doesn't have emotions. A car doesn't have emotions. Some of you would probably say a car does have emotions because you give it a female name, right? Well, yeah, man, my car, man, she feels like this, she feels like that. Well, that's really not the car feeling anything. That's just you being delusional and passing that delusion on to your car. See, the mind is a very powerful thing. It can make you see things that aren't there. It can make you believe something that isn't true. Mind is extremely powerful. That's why you have to take care that it doesn't become corrupted. A person with a corrupted mind is a lunatic or a madman. So let's go back to what we're talking about here. A small price to pay. Kylie Jane, hoorah, shout out to Kylie Jane. It is a small price to pay because when your woman is going through these mood swings, yes, she can be very difficult. Yes, you're going to take some L's. That's all a part of fatherhood. Fatherhood isn't easy. Being a husband isn't easy. Ask all these brothers out here who have successful marriages, such as myself. Being a husband isn't easy. Sometimes it's hard. Dealing with women is hard sometimes. It's not always easy. But it is the love that you have for them and that they have for you that gets you through. Life is about taking the good with the bad. You see, when you have crops, and my brother Joe Whitfield could probably attest to this, when you have crops and there's a drought and you need rain and you're praying for the rain, and the rain comes and it comes down in buckets, now you've been rewarded, right? But you see, the rain also leaves behind mud. You have to deal with that too. See, that's taking the good with the bad, see? When you pray for rain, you have to deal with the mud too. So you have to take the good and the bad with your woman. Okay, she's not perfect, just like you're not perfect. You don't condemn her because she's having some emotional escapades. Expect her to have some emotional episodes. She wouldn't be a woman if she didn't have an emotional episode here and there. Well, a little bit more than here and there, but you see, if you have the love that you're supposed to have for her, you learn how to deal with these emotional episodes. You learn how to deal with them in the right way. And you learn how to return that love. You see, I always say, right, love is the language of women. That's women's own personal language. You see, you want to deal with them, you use love to deal with them. You don't use hatred. See, because women aren't filled with hatred. Women don't come in this world hating. They're nurturers. See, when you have the ability to nurture and love unconditionally, right, then that is a person that is very pro-like when it comes to love. Love comes easy to people like that. This is why women love hard. See, love comes easy to them. You see, we're different creatures, you know. We're men, we're warriors, we're big, broad shoulders, we got big hands and big feet, we kick shit over, we knock shit down. Love isn't something that's on our mind. We're very destructive, we're warmongers, we raise hell. Something gets in our way, we run it over, knock it down, move it out of the way, we don't give a damn. So we're different. And women are different. You don't use hatred to deal with them. So all of this hatred that you're spewing at them right now will not get you anywhere, because that's not the way you deal with them. See, hatred is foreign to women. That's not a language that they understand. So they rebel against it. See, hatred is repugnant to women. It's repulsive. That's why all of this shit that you're talking now about hating women, it doesn't work. It just makes things worse. You think you're fixing the matter by calling out female fuckery. All you're doing is making things worse. Because you're speaking a foreign language to them, a language that they don't understand. Women don't understand hatred. They don't speak that language. So when you spew it at them, right, they go on the defensive. It's not something that they understand because they're loving people. They're nurturing people. They have the ability to love unconditionally. See, a mother can love you if you had one eye, if your nose was missing, if one of your lips was missing, if you had one ear, if you were 3 feet tall, had 1 foot bigger than the other, had one short arm and one arm with the knuckles dragging the ground. See, your mother would still love you and still call you her baby. Even though you have all of these, even though you have these deformities. See, that is called unconditional love. See, only a person with pure love in the heart can love a person that is deformed. So you don't understand when you approach women with this hatred. You're never going to get the right response. Again, a mother could love you if you came out deaf. You couldn't hear a thing. You couldn't see a thing. You couldn't say a thing. If you had toes missing or fingers missing, she would still love you because you came out of her. Now, I understand that some of our sisters have fallen. They have become corrupted in today's society that is geared to create monsters and hordes of biological monstrosities of humanity. And so some of our women have fallen. They've fallen psychologically, and they've allowed their hearts to become corrupted. They face an overwhelming set of odds. They play a bad hand that they had no choice in being dealt. So yes, I'm aware that some of our sisters, our Black women, have done some horrific things to their children. But we'll have a show coming up on Ladies' Night soon. And it will be about postpartum depression. We'll talk about how Black women don't get diagnosed with this illness, this very dangerous illness that can cause them to harm their newborn children. So let me get back to what I was saying. So when you take this woman now who can love unconditionally, okay, and she's willing to lay her life down to bring a spirit, a soul from the invisible into the visible, which is the natural realm that we live in, so that we may see this soul that was growing inside her body. When she brings this soul through that threshold, she is facing death at any moment. Any moment she can go into cardiac arrest. Any moment she can die instantly. You think she don't know that? But again, we're talking about someone that is pure in the heart with love, right? That has so much love for the soul that's in her body and the man that helped put it there, that she is willing to die to bring that soul into the world of the living so that the Father may see his child. Even if she's not here to see it. Now, that's fearless on a whole nother level. See, that's love on a whole other level. I know you monsters aren't grateful or can't appreciate what I'm saying. But the brothers who can hear me can appreciate what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. I'm not concerned with what you monsters think. But that's love on a whole nother level. How fearless is that? But we have so many cowards running around here calling themselves SYSBM. We have women who bring lives into this world fearlessly, knowing that when they go to deliver this baby, knowing full well that it can be the last thing they do. But yet they take that challenge head on with no fear. And this is what your mother has done for you. This is the things that our mother has done for all of us. And you have the nerve to sit up on a podcast and say you hate your black mother. You have the nerve to try to solicit other young brothers to hate their black mothers. And you call yourself a black man. I'll leave that up to the imagination. So, with that being said, let me go to a quick break. And when I come back, I will wrap up this topic and I will move into rare dads. Okay? So everybody, this is the Quiet Drive with the Black Knight. Dame is not here tonight, but she'll be back next week. And I'll be back in a brief moment. Enjoy the selection.
Giving up is hard to do. When you really love someone, giving up so hard to do. When you still depend upon her warm and tender touch, her kiss and her caress. Oh, that used to mean so much. And bring you happiness. Oh, give it up. So hard to do. I've tried. But it just ain't no use giving up. So hard to do. I said I've tried, but it just ain't no use. But my light of hope is burning dim. But in my heart I pray that my love and faith in the girl I will bring her back someday.
song from the legendary Donny Hathaway. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Drive. The Black Knight is in rare form tonight, donned in the ebony armor, imbued with the love of the mother of all civilization. I am protected above all. Shout out to the real Aaron Collins, Vonda Harris in the building. So let's get back to what I was saying about, let's finish this up. A small price to pay for a beautiful life. See, when you have that woman, the black woman, who is the mother of all civilization, and that can't be disputed. I don't care who the hell you listen to. It's the truth. I don't care how many times you have conversations about it. It's the truth. I don't care what scientists you talk to or what relic you dig up or how many times you go to QuieT and say black power. It's the truth. The black woman is the mother of all civilization amongst humans. She is it. She is an earthly deity. Now, I know some of you guys don't want to hear that, but she is. She's an earthly deity. Should I say the word God? Oh, we don't want to say that. We don't want to say the black woman is God, right? Some of my brothers over in the conscious community believe so. And they have some good points. But I know one thing. An ordinary person cannot bring a soul from the spirit world and into the natural world. An ordinary person can't do that. A man can't do that. Only a woman can do that. I'm just saying. Believe what you want. Whether she's a god or a deity, have that conversation and argument if you want. But I'm just saying, an ordinary person cannot bring a spirit from the spirit world into the natural world. Ordinary person can't do that. But anyway, a small price to pay. See, we've been lulled to sleep with all of these weak representations of black manhood. You know, whether it be red pill, crybabies over there, crybabies in the manosphere. Now these new crybabies, these cis-bins who are running around trying to claim everybody to be a cis-bin. Why on earth would anybody wants to be a cis-bin? I have no idea. Really wonder if these guys understand the fundamental makeup of a man's mentality. Maybe they don't. Somebody needs to tell them that they're running in the opposite direction. You see, men run to women, not from women. Let's say that one more time, okay? Men run to, or walk to, or slide to, or swing to, or drive to women. Not away from them. Now, I do know one thing. I do know there's one type of male on this earth that absolutely hates women. Anybody want to take the 25-cent challenge? Who is the male, the sole male on this earth that absolutely hates women, just simply cannot stand them. Women make him sick to his stomach. This is why he's fond of other men. This is why he loves men. This is why he wants to get his men together and they go away from women. This is why he wants to get his men together and they want to fly away thousands of miles and find and pay for prostitution. Because somehow this type of male thinks that makes black women look bad. I'm not sure why he thinks that. It really doesn't have anything to do with black women, but you know, I've heard crazier things. So, who is this male, this kind of male that hates black women, hates women, period? I know. Do you? It's a homosexual male. Yeah, see, the homosexual male, he hates women. He doesn't want to be anywhere where women are. As a matter of fact, when a woman comes around, he gets up and leaves quickly. Hates her so much that he wants to be her. Now, a real man doesn't hate women, loves women. I don't see any real men complaining about women. Real men don't have a problem getting women. But if you are a homosexual, you might have an issue. But here's the deal. Let's get back to this small price to pay and wrap this up. Dealing with your woman's emotions when she's pregnant. Understanding that she loves unconditionally. Understanding that love is the language that she speaks. Learn how to speak love to your woman and you can straighten out all kinds of things. Deal with her with hatred and you will be in a world of hurt. Deal with her with love and you will be in a world of love. I know some of you don't understand what I'm talking about because you have a black heart. You don't know what love is. Maybe one day I'll sit down and explain it to you. But deal with your women with love. Even in anger, deal with them with love. You'd be surprised what love will do to a woman. Love will change a woman in a blink of an eye. All the efforts that you've made over the years to try to get women to just listen to one damn thing, but you're going about it the wrong way. You're using hatred. You see, they are deaf to hatred. They cannot hear what hatred is saying. All they hear is the danger of hatred. They don't hear any logic coming from hatred. So when you try to use hatred and put logic behind it, woman doesn't hear that. You have to use love when you're dealing with a woman. Even in anger, use love. And she will hear you. She will understand. Understand that you're dealing with a natural nurturer. A person that is capable of unconditional love. A nester. You must deal with her in a language that she understands. And that language is love because she is pure with it in her heart. That is what she knows. And when you treat her the right way, she can light up your world and create a salubrious environment for you that can last to the day you go to your grave. Imagine going to your grave a happy man. It's very possible when you deal with a woman the right way. And for that, which would be a beautiful life, with a beautiful child or children, and a happy woman and a happy life. Going through her emotional escapades is indeed a small price to pay. All right. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. And I will get started on rare dads. Okay? So this is the Quiet Drive. This is the Black Knight. And I'll be back with the new topic, rare dads. You don't want to miss it. Be right back.
Au revoir, Thérèse. Au revoir, Thérèse. Au revoir, Thérèse.
Started out as friends, but the thought of you just came to me. A sense of sorry, it is my duty. Learn our way. We started out as friends. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. I'm sure we'll bring disappointments for many. See you lead the way. When we I love you, babe. I'd rather be in hell with you, baby, than hold heaven. See you lead the way. Sign the name of my heart. I want you to be my lady. Sign the name of my heart. I want you to be my lady. You my first ever look into the sun before the day is gone. You my light shines bright on the day. A stranger to the bus, alone with no one for you. Shadow stays, shower, chilling, what that makes up the rain. Slowly we make love.
All right. Welcome back to the Quiet Drive. Whoa. What do we have here? The real Aaron Collins said, when is the stream gonna start? Whoa, really? Been streaming for the last 66 minutes. What the hell? Hey, type a 1 in the chat if you've been listening. Hey, somebody type a 1 in the chat. Oh, okay, man, you free. All right, the real Aaron Collins, he's with us, man. I was like, what? The stream? Oh, you got me on that one, Collins. I was about to freak out. Like, man, what the hell? All right, everybody, let's get Collins with the jokes. That's my brother, though, man. Shout out to the real Aaron Collins in the building. Kylie Jane, all right, everybody. Let's get into this next topic, rare dads. Now, let me tell you a story real quick. I have a friend. Okay. I have a friend, the best friend. His name is Sharon. Okay. Now, Sharon, years ago, 18 years ago, when his son was first born, I used to work with Sharon. Okay. That's when we both worked at Wake Firm. All right. And he was a grocery manager. Okay. So Sharon's a cool dude, straight up pro black. Super black. He doesn't even like anything white. He don't even like white paper. Okay, so he'll go out his way to find some colored paper to write on. He don't even like white paper. Guy's so black. Anyway, he has a woman, well, his common law wife, because he doesn't want the white man's business. They're still together. Her name is Khadijah. She became pregnant, right, with his child. And he was so overjoyed that she was pregnant that, again, he started being a father immediately. Started talking to the baby, doing all of the things, talking to the stomach and all that, telling his son what he wanted him to be. Didn't even know he was a boy yet, but just started being a father. Started treating Khadijah in a very, very delicate way. Wouldn't let her do anything stringent. Took care of her hand and foot, whatever, because he was really interested in having a healthy son. And so he made sure that Khadijah's state of mind was always relaxed, always positive around him, because, again, he understood the science behind that, or the psychology behind that would go into the baby, right? When his son was born, Sharon wanted to do everything. Now, this kind of dad is rare. You won't find a lot of dads like this. He wanted to know how to do everything. So he asked Khadijah to teach him how to take care of his son. I mean, he wanted to learn how to make the baby bottles. He wanted to feed the baby when the baby woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning. hollering and screaming about he wants something to eat. He wanted to get up and make the bottles in the middle of the night and feed the baby. He wanted to burp the baby, hold his son until he went to sleep, change diapers, learned how to cook for his son. I mean, everything you can think of. He wanted to temporarily take the place of the mother. He wanted to be like a mother father. Okay? Okay, all Khadijah did was pretty much coach him up. Taught him how to do everything. And did someone just say something? Oh, sorry, my bad. Anyway, he taught him how to do everything. All right? And he loved it. He absolutely couldn't get enough of it. Caring for his son was the best thing in the whole world to this man. He would come to work on cloud nine, half sleep, didn't give a damn. He didn't give a F if he fell out in the middle of work because he was so tired. Only thing that mattered to him was taking care of his son. All he talked about was his son all day. I got to get home. I got to feed him. I got to get home. I got to do this. I got to get him some clothes. I mean, he was really into it. We used to come over his house, and 9 times out of 10, Khadijah would be knocked out on the couch somewhere. Sleep. He'd be with his son, feeding them, playing with them, clothing them, giving them baths, changing his diaper, fixing his bottles. Okay? Putting in cartoons like Shrek. You know, when his son became, I think, 2, he got to running around and watching TV and stuff like that. He did it all. And he loved every minute of it. When you talk to him today, his son is now 18, he said he wouldn't have changed it for anything in the world. He said it was an experience that he would do over and over and over again. Now, this kind of father is rare. It's kind of like a gamble at a casino for a woman to end up with this kind of man. Usually you don't know you have this kind of man because they don't talk about being a father much, or, you know, so you don't know that you're with this kind of guy. Like I said, it's usually a gamble, you know, or it's just it's a surprise. With Khadijah, it was a pleasant surprise. She didn't know Sharon was like that. You know, he didn't know he was like that. He just, when she became pregnant, his mind just shifted into another mode. And he became this super dad. And I mean, when I tell you he did everything, Ironed his son's clothes, picked his son's clothes out, dressed his son. All his woman did was just coach and go to sleep most of the time. I mean, she was the most well-rested, relaxed mother I have ever seen. And she would just lay on the couch and just watch him play with his son, feed his son, and she would give him pointers. Okay? I mean, Siobhan was on some walking down the street. The pouches that you put the child in and you carry it around your shoulders and stuff like that, and the child is in that thing, that harness. He had one of those. Okay? With the strollers, he did the strolling thing. When they walked down the street, he was always pushing the stroller. At the park, when they'd sit down, the stroller would be next to them. They'd be sitting on the bench chilling. He would be tending to the baby. She'd be there having some iced tea or just kicking back, relaxing, enjoying the beautiful sun and whatnot. Sharon was on some super dad type stuff. And he was proud, man. Let me tell you something. This brother was proud to be a dad. He carried his son around. He pushed his son around the stroller. He carried that poncho with his child in it, proudly up and down the street. Didn't give a damn what anybody had to say, and he shouldn't have. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying somebody should have said so. Okay? But he didn't give a F about what nobody said. He was a proud father. But again, this type of father is rare. It happens, but it's rare. Most men aren't like that. Most men will take care. Don't get me wrong. Most brothers will take care of their children, but they're going to leave majority of that up to the mother. Okay, you're going to leave majority of that. That's just crazy. The mother's going to do the bulk of the work, especially when the child is very young, in the toddler stage. You know, with the babies feeding, he's going to be asleep. She's going to be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning with the feedings and all that. Okay, that's usually how it goes. But with dads like Sharon, he takes over that. Okay, he takes over her role too. He plays both roles. He plays the father role and he plays her role too. A guy like that is rare. They only come around once in a while. Trust me, it's not a lot of them out there like that. That's like a phenomenon. It just happens somehow with some dudes. It could be how they were raised or whatever, because he did have a couple of sisters. That could have something to do with it. I know, Collins, I'm speaking about it right now because guys like Sharon are rare. You know, these are not fathers that are dime a dozen. They're not average fathers. You know, Sharon is a super dad. You know, they're not prevalent around here. They're not walking around out here talking about, hey, I'm a super dad. Come pick me out. You know, so. Again, his woman was the most relaxed and easygoing, happy woman I've ever seen. She wasn't stressed out. She was chilling, sleep most of the damn time, always knocked out on the couch when I come over. Yo, what's up? Khadijah on the couch, knocked the F out. Okay? Because Sharon, he had it, man. He right there with his son, smiling. You know, got his son with him. Feeding them, carrying them all around the house. They sitting down watching cartoons together. He playing with them. Take them everywhere. I mean, it was just, it was unbelievable. I mean, his friends, we were on some, damn, man, I hope I'll be a father like that. I mean, we were impressed. Nah, we didn't call him no simp or no weakling or no stupid shit like that. See, that's something these sissy bins would say. See, a sissy bin would look at Sharon and say he's weak or he's simping or he's some kind of unproductive male, whatever their crazy minds would think. Because they would probably never do that for their children. Most of them probably don't care about their children or even take care of their children because they complain about child support all the time. So I highly doubt they're taking care of their children. But Sharon never had to worry about that because he was always in his son's life. Matter of fact, I talked to him a couple of days ago. His son is about to graduate college. Very, 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 very smart young man. He was also homeschooled. So a dad like Sharon, I got to cut the stream, guys. I got an emergency I got to deal with. Talk to you guys later.